Hello guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Amari Kalia. I am here with another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about changes that I am making when it comes to my nutrition. Not really like huge changes, but I want to tell you guys what I'm doing to just improve my overall health and to change my body. I'm focusing a lot more on making sure that I eat enough protein every day and just making sure that I'm eating whole foods, foods that are healthy for my gut, you know, that feeds the good bacteria, and just doing what overall helped me to become a better person. So before I get into my meal prep, I do want to give you guys a couple of things that I'm doing differently. So one, I am doing a 30-day challenge of no bread and no junk food. So over the summer, I did do a lot when it comes to, well, I was very consistent and disciplined when it comes to my working out. But with my nutrition, I also made a lot of changes when it comes to making sure that I'm eating more whole foods. I added in some protein powder and things like that. But I was, you know, eating out quite a bit just because it is the summertime. So I had ice cream about 2 or 3 times a week. And then weekends, I was eating out a little too much when it comes to eating out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then also I went on vacation. I went to Chicago. I do have a vlog on that. That was really fun. So I decided when September started that I wanted to kind of reset and get ready for the fall, get ready for the winter. This winter I do plan to really buckle down on my fitness journey, making sure that I am reaching my goals and just becoming that person that I want to be. And so with that being said, I decided to do 30 days of no bread and no junk food. So today is day 8. I started last Friday. So really today is day 9 because today is Sunday. 7, 8, yeah, so day 9. I haven't had any junk food, so no ice cream, no cookies, no chips, no cakes, donuts, nothing like that. And then also I haven't had any bread. So usually I'm not really a heavy bread eater, but I will eat like toast or like breakfast sandwiches, or when I go out to eat, you know, I got bread with it. Or if I go out to eat and I get, like, we go to a Mexican restaurant, I get chips and salsa. So basically I've kind of limited my options when it comes to what I'm eating. And like I said, it's kind of a challenge for me. It's not something that I want to do for long periods of time. It's just something that I'm doing to like reset and everything. And also a great way for me to kind of reset when it comes to staying away from eating so much junk food on a regular basis. I want to kind of retrain my body to not craving all of those things such as chips, candy, you know, all the sugary stuff, all the things that are high in salt. And it's been really good for me. I haven't really been craving anything, honestly. Every now and then I may crave like ice cream, because like I have certain days of the week where, like, Wednesdays are my days where I'm like, dang, I want to eat out, I want some ice cream. But this past week I did really well with just sticking to my meal prep routine and not, you know, giving in to those temptations. Like for me personally, if I do it once, I'm going to do it again. So I've been very strong on just not even doing it at all, not even doing half of something or doing a little bit. I'm just not doing it at all. So that is something that I'm kind of changing up, and you guys will see that in my meal prep. But like I said, I don't really eat bread like that anyway, except for breakfast. So for breakfast, I've just been eating eggs with fruit, my protein shakes. I did make some homemade protein pancakes, but that was literally just protein powder, eggs, baking powder. I want to say I used oats, but it was literally like no like bread, no yeast, nothing like that. So it wasn't like I, you know, had regular pancakes. It was literally pretty much protein for the most part. So yeah, those are pretty good. But other than that, I've just been eating eggs with fruit, and I bought some chicken sausage as well to kind of add in some extra protein. But yeah, so that is one thing that I did change when it comes to my overall nutrition. Another thing is I stopped drinking coffee like outside of my home. So I bought me some Dunkin' coffee. I really love Dunkin'. I love their coffee. It's so smooth. I really love it. So I bought that, and I bought my own creamer for the house instead of drinking their coffee, because I don't know, I always get like hot coffee in the mornings, but I don't really know how much creamer and how much oat milk they're putting inside of my coffee. So I just want to do it at my own home, and also just not going to Starbucks, and that's pretty much the only place I go for coffee. Just doing more things at home. You know, the season is changing anyway, and I have fell in love with this whole fall aesthetic, and so it just feels good to really be doing everything at home for the most part. So like I said, one of my main things moving forward is making sure that I get in enough protein. So you guys know I'm really big on yogurt, Greek yogurt. So this is Oikos Pro, which means protein, and it has 20 grams of protein. I know I've showed you guys this in my vlogs before, but I just wanted to kind of re-show you guys that this is something that is in my routine regularly. This is literally 20 grams of protein. So I eat this, I add in some blueberries, some of the granola, or I add in some walnuts or almonds, raw almonds or walnuts. Perfect snack, full of protein, low in sugar. It's just perfect for somebody who's trying to make sure that they get in enough protein. You can eat this as a snack, or you can even eat this on the side with your breakfast. So another thing I like to do, every week I buy a big pack of chicken tenders, and basically depending on the week, I'll eat them either in wraps or I'll eat them like as a meal. So like last week I ate for lunch at work, I had chicken tenders with potato fries. So like I made like homemade potatoes, and then I made, or homemade fries with potatoes, and then I had it with some green beans. So like that was just like an easy way for me to use tenders. This week I'm using them a little bit differently. So I'm making 3 meals for the next couple of days. It may even last me all week, honestly, just because it is so much food. But so one meal, you guys saw the chicken thighs. I got those in the oven. When I meal prep, I always make my meat first. But yeah, so chicken thighs, and then I have some vegetables that I'm going to show you guys. So that's going to be one meal, and I'm not going to eat that with any carbs. It's just going to be the chicken and the vegetables. It's a really good mix of vegetables that I found. And then another meal is going to be like a taco pan type thing. It's my first time making it. I found the recipe on TikTok, so we're gonna try it out. I've been really into like finding recipes on TikTok just so I can, you know, kind of expand my meal portfolio. And so yeah, I'm gonna make that with ground turkey, and then I'm making some tenders. So the tenders are more so gonna be like something that I add to a meal, or I'm gonna eat them with as a snack, like in a wrap. So basically I love to make chicken tenders because they're so easy to make. I'm literally season them, put them on the pan, and that's it. And it's just store them in a container. Now I have some extra protein that I can add to a meal, or I can eat them in a wrap. And so that's why I love to make these tenders every single week, even if I don't have a specific plan for them. Like this week I don't. So like I may eat like 2 or 3 with my breakfast. So I don't really eat meat in the mornings. I just keep it to the eggs, the protein shake, overnight oats. But I did buy some chicken sausage just because they look good, and I love chicken sausage. And I just thought, you know, this week it'll be a little different, especially since I'm not eating like any type of bread or you know, pastries or whatever. So I bought those. But like even with these tenders, I can eat them as a side, you know, with my breakfast. And I know a lot of people, I've had somebody comment on one of my videos and say, you eat too much meat. Well, first of all, meat is not as bad as people think it is. For me personally, I don't eat red meat or pork. Pork is very fatty, full of sodium. So that's one of the main reasons why I don't eat any pork at all. And then beef does take a long time to digest versus chicken and ground turkey, so that's why I stopped eating beef as well. But I mean, if I eat a lot of meat, then I guess I just eat a lot of meat. But I don't eat meat for breakfast. Like, I try my best not to, just because like there are so many ways to getting your protein without eating meat. So that's why I try to stick to one meal that's not so full of meat, so like my breakfast. But like I said, I may add in a couple of tenders with my breakfast just to get in some more protein. And my snacks don't have any meat in it, but this week I may eat like 2 tenders and some berries as a snack. Like, you can always switch it up. You don't have to have the same exact routine every single week. With my food, I like to be creative. I'm learning how to be more creative with my food. I don't have to stick to one thing every single week, but I do have a structure that I go by. So I always have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I always have at least 2 snacks. That is the system that I have. I always meal prep every single week, no matter what. I meal prep. That's one of the systems, routines that I have. But within that routine, within that system, it doesn't have to be the same exact food. So like I said, this week we got some tenders, we got some chicken thighs and vegetables, and then we're going to have some like a ground turkey taco stir fry. Well, I wouldn't even call it a stir fry. I would say it's more so like a, you know, like those one pan meals that people make on TikTok. That's basically what it is. So for my veggies with the chicken thighs, I bought this frozen vegetable pack, and it says fire roasted vegetables. So there's red and yellow peppers, cherry tomatoes, baby carrots, green beans, champagne, I don't know how to say this, but it's some mushrooms, baby onions, and then it's seasoned with balsamic vinegar. And basically this just supports my gut health. This is very important to me. Like, I love making sure that I get in enough vegetables and fruit, a lot of fiber. That's very important to your gut health. That's something that's not talked about enough. But I know a lot of people don't digest vegetables really well, so it is very personal when it comes to that. But overall, for the average person, if you can tolerate eating vegetables, there are so many ways you can add in vegetables to your regular routine. And so for me, sometimes I like to buy things that are already like pre-packaged or pre-seasoned. All you gotta do is put it on the stove, maybe add a little bit more seasoning if you want, add some oils to make sure that you're getting in your healthy fats. For me, I use olive oil or avocado oil. But I'm gonna eat this with my chicken thighs, and the reason why I'm not eating carbs with this is, like I said, I am like paying attention to how much carbs I'm eating. Obviously, I'm making sure that I'm getting in my complex carbohydrates. So my breakfast, I'm going to eat overnight oats, not every single day, but I'm going to eat overnight oats. So I'm getting in my oats, which is very great in complex carbohydrates and other nutrients. I do have some potatoes. I may make those like later on in the week to eat with the chicken and the vegetables, maybe on my days when I lift heavy, so my leg days. And then also the pan that I'm going to make with the ground turkey, it is going to have black beans in it. Now, black beans are full of so many nutrients. So I have some organic black beans, and these are literally full of carbs. So one serving, which is about half a cup, has 20 grams of carbohydrates, 4 grams of protein. And so these are going to be really good to make sure that I get in some carbs and some protein. So there are so many ways you can get in carbs, so many ways you can get in protein. You don't have to stick to one thing. You just have to learn what you like. You have to learn a lot about food. You got to know what you're actually putting into your body, do your research, and really understand what your body needs. For me, I see that I am my best self when I'm not overloading on carbs and sugar. Carbs are very important, especially if you work out. You need your carbs to make sure that you are having enough energy in your body, and even more than enough energy than you need if you are very active. So the thing with that is you need to know what type of carbs that you need to eat. So you don't eat bread. You don't always have to eat bread. You don't always have to eat bagels and all of those foods that are very high in simple sugars. That's the thing, that you have to know the difference between carbohydrates. There are simple carbs and there are complex carbs. Complex carbs are the carbs that take longer to digest, and those are the carbs that your body actually needs. Simple sugars are things that raise your blood sugar, they raise your insulin levels, and it doesn't take long for them to digest, which is why they are called simple sugars. So things that are high in sugar, such as bread, cakes, you know, cookies, anything that is not a whole food pretty much are simple sugars, simple carbohydrates. So for me, I am cutting out for 30 days pretty much all simple sugars. I'm making sure that I'm eating my healthy complex carbohydrates. So like I said, my potatoes, my oats, some beans, all the things that my body actually loves and needs. As you guys saw in the one pan meal, it has everything you need. You got your zucchini and your onions for some vegetables and some fiber. You got your beans and your ground turkey for your protein. The beans have carbohydrates, as I said earlier. Then you got some tomatoes, some tomato paste, so you're getting in more fruits, more vitamins, more nutrients. Literally has everything you need in one pan, and it literally took me like 20 minutes to make that meal. Like, that didn't take no time for me to make that. I'm done meal prepping. I'm letting that simmer a little bit. I added some cheese on top, so you got some fats coming in as well. Guys, this is like the perfect setup. Like, I just don't understand why people are so against meal prepping. It's the best thing you can do for your overall health. I'm not gonna have to worry about food for at least 3 days. Like, this is gonna last me Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Today is Sunday. I start eating my meal preps on Mondays. Today for dinner, I'm going to have a smoothie. Later for a snack. After I do, I have to record some content. And then after that, I'm going to have a smoothie. And then for dinner, I think I'm going to use a couple of those tenders and make a wrap and eat it with an apple and maybe have a protein shake later. But other than that, it's like I literally eat so healthy and I love the foods that I'm eating. I'm learning how to eat things that I actually enjoy and not being too strict with myself or too boring. So that's why I've been on TikTok trying to find some meals that are more fun, more delicious, and just more satisfying when it comes to the taste and making sure that I'm getting in all of my nutrients. So another thing I want to talk to you guys about is my smoothies. You guys know I love making fruit smoothies. So my smoothies are very basic. Very basic. I like it to be simple because no one has time for all that extraness when it comes to adding a million things in your smoothies. At least I don't. So number one is always putting Greek yogurt in my smoothies. That's the protein that I use for my smoothies. I've tried the protein powder that I like in my smoothie, but I don't really like the taste of it, and so did that once and didn't like it. So I just use a whole cup of the Giovanni Greek yogurt. I use whatever kind I just have. This one is 14 grams of protein and it's only 80 calories and it's plain non-fat, so it doesn't have any sugar or at least no, it has 5 grams of sugar, but that's just from the natural ingredients, but it doesn't have any added sugar. So I like to use this for my smoothies. I always put greens in it. Lately I've been putting spinach and kale in my smoothies. I did run out of kale, so I'm gonna go buy some more tomorrow. But yeah, so today I just have spinach in there, a lot of spinach. And then I just use whatever frozen fruit I have like 3 different bags right now. My all-time favorite smoothie is strawberry and banana. That's my favorite mix. So that's what I'm going to use today. And for my liquid, I always use almond milk. Usually I use the almond milk that's only 2 ingredients, but now I'm going to be using this Almond Breeze because even though it does have more added ingredients, I just really need to cut down on my costs right now. And sometimes you have to compromise a little bit. So I'm using vanilla non-sweet Almond Breeze almond milk, and it's really good. I got the vanilla flavor, but I got it unsweet. So I add about 1 cup of this, a little more than 1 cup. And yeah, so this ensures that I'm getting in some fruits, obviously, some greens, and then you get a little bit of fats from the almond milk. But smoothies are in my routine. I love smoothies. They are perfect to making sure that you're getting in your fruits and vegetables. So I am back to drinking at least 1 smoothie a day. I did fall off. I was doing it regularly, but then I stopped just because I was being lazy. But now I am back to drinking my smoothies once a day. Taste test. The best combination. I love strawberry banana smoothies. It's my absolute favorite. So yeah guys, this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the next who knows how long. Making sure I get in my protein, making sure that I'm getting in my fruits and my vegetables. Same old guys. I'm just watching my simple carbohydrate intake to make sure that I'm not eating too much sugar that is not good for my body, and basically just helping me like stay strong when it comes to like being tempted and not being so quick to crave like sugar. That's one of my main things. Like, we all crave sugar and salt, and I think that it has become too normalized. So for me personally, with my own personal health, I want to kind of work on that and just train my body to crave more of what it needs and not what it wants. So yeah guys, that is pretty much it for this video. I'm about to enjoy my smoothie, and then I have more work to do. It is 5 p.m. I'm so proud of myself because I finished meal prepping. I had to do a voiceover for my video that I'm uploading today. It's a workout. You guys probably already seen it by now. And then I also had to record some workouts for something that I am working on coming in October. I'm so excited for that. So yeah, it's been a busy day, and I still have more to do when I finish. So I'm about to enjoy my smoothie and continue being productive on this beautiful Sunday. I hope you guys enjoy this video. You got some tips, some meal ideas, some things that you can do to help your overall health and help you reach the body goals that you have. And if you guys are new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be posting a lot of good content for this fall and this winter, trying some new meals, trying some new workouts, exercises. So if that is what you guys want to see, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.